think the boys have started to build some momentum in the last two performances, and we spoke about taking that into today's performance, and I think they did that. And I think judging at the balance of the 90 minutes, I think it was sort of deserved.
Shan getting his name on the score sheet for the first time in Harriers colours.
It was, yeah. I mean, we're trying to drip feed bits and pieces into the team in terms of positional playing. We want certain people, and the last week we spoke about the opposite wide player, if you like, or the opposite 10 to get him something around the box, and he's done that twice and profited today with two great finishes.
It must make your half-time conversation with the players an easier one going into now.
It does, yeah. It's a difficult scoreline because obviously a lot of complacency can kick in, and so that's the boy. I said, listen, I hate well done's at half time. I said, good. We go again. We give ourselves a platform to build upon, and we started the second half quite brightly, and Sam Austin probably had a good chance to put it out of sight, and score a third goal. Had to deal with a lot of momentum and a lot of balls in and around our box, with a direct approach, if you like. And I thought the boys stuck to task and defended very, very well.
The one goal that Hereford pulled back from a former player, restarts, very nearly he nearly got another one 60 seconds later. That might have had a different complexion on the game.
He did, yeah, and it's a funny thing, momentum. It's when a team scored, generally they'll have a 2 or 3 minute uplift, and I spoke to the boys a week ago or 2 weeks ago about trying to take that away from people, and I thought there was opportunities for us to, at any stage in the game, to defend with the ball. I thought we possessed the ball quite well. I thought at times we looked a little bit risky, a little bit forceful. Maybe need to adopt a bit more patience. And I think if we'd have had that approach after they scored, I think we could have gained control of the game a lot quicker.
Actually, it's then really putting the game beyond doubt before the big talking point, the sending off of Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a fantastic move and a great delivery. And again, it's that position of getting in the box and being in position where they can score. So I'm delighted for the two players who've played in those 10 roles, if you like, today, that they both contribute with goals of by getting in the box. And it's something we spoke about, as I said, the last 7 days.
The Ryan Johnson sending off? Never
for me. There's no contact. The lad started his dive about 3 seconds early. So yeah, I'm disappointed with that. It's obviously a new league for me, and I think there's things that can be probably tightened up by the officials. I think we should have had a penalty in the first half. They should have flagged up for a handball in the corner there when they're on the attack, and that one I think he's got horrendously wrong.
48 hours time, you're going to be playing at Brackley, a different type of game. The Harriers were put to bed and put to task quite comfortably by Brackley here early on in the season. You're going to have to sort of work anything out on that one?
Yeah, well, listen, we always do our due diligence and look at the opposition and and look at where they can hurt us and ways we can hurt them, kind of thing. But it's very much we've got a Kidderminster identity and a way we want to do things, and that's not being a one game plan, one route, one style team. We have to look at the opposition and prioritise what we do. So idealistically, I'd like to be a high pressing team. If we can't get high pressure on the ball, then we collapse into a mid block. So it's about the boys understanding what we want and as I said, trying to prioritise the right tactics at the right time. So for us, it's all about us. And I said that in every team talks have been about 80%'s been about us and what we do and how we look to govern the game and control the game, and we'll continue to that.
And it's again, Harriers getting a result, and it's building blocks, isn't it? Building the foundation for the second half of the season.
Of course, as I said, when they got their goal back, momentum. It's a weird and wonderful thing, and we've got some momentum now in our last 3 games. We're unbeaten in the last 3. And it's important we continue to build upon that, and I take each game in isolation, and every game that I go into, I want to win. I want to win 3 points. It's not looking at trying to get something out of the game. It's about winning the game. I've got a winning mentality, and hopefully that's going to be drip fed into the players.